Echo Leaders, I am happy to announce that we can restart our bots automatically at set time intervals. So we can restart the tuner every 12 hours or every 6 hours or whatever it is that your needs are based on your machine and whatnot. But I think twice a day will be good. So like half a day every 12 hours should be adequate. So let me switch over and show you how that is done. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and yeah. Okay, so what you want to do here, I'm going to pause real quick so I don't review. Alright, so once you open up your FOI auto tuner settings, there's a setting down here called auto restart status. You want to set that to true to get it going. The restart timer in days is, you want to put like half a day would be that, so that would be 12 hours. If you want a quarter day, would be 2 5, and that would be 6 hours. All right. So this will make it restart every 6 hours. This is the options where if you're doing tuning only, then this is what you'll select. And so let me just go ahead and run it real quick and kind of show you on the UI side if you don't want to use the text file. But once you get familiar with it, you can then use the UI. So let me go ahead and switch over here. Let me run this UI. And then I'm going to do a demonstration on it auto restarting on its own, where you don't have to actually kind of touch. All you do is just run the FOI tuner, and then it will kick off, and it will check for the timer. So once the time has elapsed, you'll be able to then it'll then basically close the FOI tuner, and then reload itself, and then it'll kind of go from there. So in the beginning, this is what you'll do to manually set up the FOI tuner, load from file, and then everything else is all loaded up, right? So under the advanced sections of the bot training tab, there is a setting here, right? So if I want to restart in a half day, okay, and then depending on what you're doing, live T or live C, so you have one machine doing tuning only, then it'll be this. You have a second machine doing live T only, then it'll be that, okay? Then you need to enable this. Now this close all browser processes means that if there's any browsers left opening, whether it be Chrome or Firefox or anything that's not even related to the FOI tuner, it'll close the browser. Okay, so you have a VPS, I don't care, it'll close it. But if you have a personal machine that you're running on, and you have FOI tuning running on Firefox, and you're working on Chrome on your personal stuff, then you're gonna have to manually close it yourself. So you don't want to close everything, so you have to uncheck that, and FOI won't close any browsers. It'll just leave it hanging until you personally close it. Okay. All right. So once I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go do that, and once you're done, you click on save, and then close the FOI tuner. Okay. So now that this setting has been saved to true, I haven't updated this or refreshed it. So if I open it, it would be true. So I'm gonna don't save because it's already been saved to something else. Okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead and run the FOI tuner right here, and then you'll see it run on its own. Okay. And I'll drag it over if it does. So you just give it a few minutes. It'll kind of blink and open, and then this will pop up. All right. And I don't have to do anything. It's gonna automatically take care of everything on its own. And so there's a lot of wait times because it kind of takes some time to load. I put a lot of times in there, so just kind of sit back and wait and wait and wait. If after maybe 5 minutes nothing pops up, then it won't it's not then you really have to kind of restart it. Okay, so this just popped up on its own. It logged in, and it's gonna go ahead and wait another 30 seconds around this point. So after about 30 seconds, it'll then navigate to the Mad Hatter and then start tuning on its own. Okay, so let's give it 30 seconds here. I'm gonna kind of wait with it, so you can wait with me. I'm not gonna pause it because I don't know when that's 30 seconds up. So let's go ahead and keep that going. Alright, so with this, I can push silent updates, so every time it restarts itself, it'll then grab the new updates from my server, and you never have to click the update again, which is kind of cool. So now it's navigated to the custom bots. Then it's gonna select the template, just to kind of get something going. But if it does get stuck, there you go. So I think something happened here. It's trying to select something. I think I need to fix that one little window that's in the way when it selects the sign menu. So I'll go ahead and take care of that before I push this update after this video. But it should be on its own now. So it should have selected a bot, but that little window blocked it. So I'm just gonna help it out a little bit, and it shouldn't be a problem. So now it's gonna start to check and tune and all that other stuff. So it should have selected the proper bot. So let me go ahead and fix that. But anyways, hopefully you get the point. It can auto start on its own now. It's pretty much hands off, and then it'll go and inspect. If it needs to retune, it'll start to retune. It'll deactivate, and then start to retune it to a new bot. Okay, cool. So that 45% was not cool. It's negative 45%. So it's gonna return it, and then move on to the next one. Okay, cool. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoy, and we'll talk to you then.